healthy for this game as we get down to important games in December. The next game we're going to talk is the 10-2 Tampa Bay. Sorry, these records are wrong because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not have a 10-2 record, but they do have one more win last night after Tom Brady led them down the field in a magical last-second drive to win and keep them atop the NFC South. The Bucs traveled to play the San Francisco 49ers, who will be starting a backup Mr. Irrelevant turned relevant this week. But they did get some good news on Tuesday as Jimmy Garoppolo will not need surgery and could be back by playoff time. So a very big break, pun intended there, for the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco is a 3.5-point favorite, and the over-under is set at 37 points. Some gambling trends for you before we get to everyone's analysis. The Bucs are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games when playing on a Sunday following a Monday night. The 49ers are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 home games. The under is 5-0 in the Bucs' last 5 road games, and the under is 6-2 in the 49ers' last 8 home games. Adam, what are your thoughts on this game between the Bucs and 49ers?
So Tampa Bay, obviously, with the comeback win last night, short week. Now they got to travel across the country to San Francisco to play the 49ers. And that was an ugly football game last night. Their defense kind of held on and held them in the game. And their offense was kind of there. Like they were one catch or one run away from getting it going. But their offense just looked stagnant last night. It was just not a good football game. Obviously, Purdy starting now. Got first week reps this week. They're going to rely heavily, I believe, on the run game. And San Francisco's defense, obviously, is what they're going to have to turn to here to get by. Against Miami, their defense had 2 interceptions and 3 sacks. So I can certainly see here that still, even with Purdy at quarterback, he doesn't make any mistakes, rely on the run game. They play much better defense. Tampa, short week, coming across the country. I like San Francisco on the money line here. I think 4 is a little bit too much. Even if buying it down, I just think a safe play here would be San Fran with the money line. I'm not a big fan of the over-under at 37.
If you've requested to speak, just give me 1 minute. I'll make you a speaker. We will go through our regular rotation of Adam, Dennis, and Lope to make sure we get those picks in, but I would like to hear from others. Dennis, what's your take for this one?
I don't know why I'm on this tight end trend, but I'm going to keep it going here. I like Kittle this weekend, and I know that those people who are owners of him, like myself in your traditional leagues, you may be a bit frustrated. You're not seeing it. You're worried about third-string quarterback. But the Bucs are 30th in the league for points against by tight ends, and I can foresee Tampa focusing so much on McCaffrey and Debo that it turns out that Kittle becomes the third option through the reads. So I like the boom or bust. I understand it's a risk, but I'd be willing to go with the $4,300 on DraftKings to go with Kittle and potentially blow it up.
Lope, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to take the 49ers, and even at -4, I'll take it. I mean, outside the last 5 minutes of the game, the Buccaneers couldn't be that happy with their performance. And not only are they the worst rushing offense, but they're going to go against one of the best fronts and the best rush defense. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady. And even though the Brock Purdy, we don't know what we're going to get, I think the 49ers will be fine, and Shanahan will draw something up for him, maybe a Christian McCaffrey pass or something, but they'll score more, and I just don't know how the Bucs are going to.
Sean, what's your take on this game?
No, I really agree with what Lope was saying. I think if you look at the defenses Saints compared to the Niners defense, I think the Niners definitely have them topped, and arguably even with their third string quarterback, their offense is even topped as well over the Saints. I think it'll be a good game. But then again, seeing Brady struggle at home, barely pull it out. I don't know, but I don't know if I like betting against Brady all the time, you know?
Hard to bet against the GOAT, especially when you see him pull off the magic that he did last week. Appreciate all of you joining us. If you want to join the conversation, make sure you just raise your hand and let me know that you want to be a speaker, and I'll absolutely let you join. We want to hear your picks and your analysis on games. But Fumble Sports is a new sports content company where we believe every fan can be on-air talent. So if you want to join the conversation, just raise your hand in the space. I'll make sure to give you the opportunity to be a speaker. Would love to hear your take on this game or others as we go through it. But Butt Fumble Sports wants to make sure we empower the sports fan to be able to be on-air talent. So definitely give us a follow at Sports Fumble on Twitter and at Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We are going to move to the last game in the 4 p.m.